All right, guys, I'm just now leaving the house, headed south today, going down south to look for some pretty well-known snakes that inhabit the Georgia sandhills. Got up this morning, got up nice and early, only to see that it's gonna be a little cooler down there than it was when I looked at the temperatures last night. So probably the first thing I'm gonna do is have to flip some stuff, but hopefully we see some snakes and it'll be a pretty good time. So let's see what happens. I don't like the cold. I don't like it at all. Only 2 hours left. So just made it down to the sandhills. Gonna start cruising around these roads, seeing if anything's crossing. It's still a little bit early. It says the temperature is only 54 degrees. So might be a little while before I see my first snake, but you never know. So keep you posted. And if I find anything, take some pictures, take some video, and it'll make the drive worthwhile. I rescued this guy out of a pretty busy road, so I'm gonna get him off on a side road and shoot some photos and some video of him, but pretty good size rough green. All right, so this is so far the first and only snake of the day, rough green snake. I was starting to give up hope that I'd even see anything, and then this guy was stretched out in a busy road, so I'm gonna move him over to kind of some greener areas where it might be a little safer and kind of let him go. But since he's out, that's a good sign that, you know, things are starting to move. Here you go, buddy. There you go. All right, stay out of the road. Make sure he gets up in the woods. Come on. Let's move it. There you go. Oh, up into the tree. How cool is that? Just disappears into that pine tree like that. They're common, but I tell you, they're one of my favorite snakes. How cool is that? Just makes his way right up through there. That is an awesome snake. All right, buddy. Take care. All right, so today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna look for salamanders, and I'm here at one of my favorite places for looking for salamanders. And so let's go out there and let's see how many we can get today. Hopefully we get a bunch. A bunch is always better than none. There we go, 3 line. What's up, buddy? Taking off. Let's see if we can get a shot of this little 3 line. Pretty common salamander. 2 lines are a little bit more abundant than these guys, but you can still find these guys in these kind of little floodplain areas. So I'm gonna let him go back where he was. Going under that side, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll the log back because it's not gonna be on top of him. You can see he's right there, so should be good. Another 3-line under the log right next to it. Looks like maybe a pair, because there is a smaller one there as well. So that's 3 3-lines, because this log here and that log there where the other one was, right next to each other. So pretty good results. 3-line under a log, not far from the other one. So these guys are really abundant right here. Step back. I'm out here. I'm on my way to meet my buddy Noah, and we're gonna see if we can find some snakes. Hoping for some king snakes, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
The sun doesn't come out at least. I'm gonna harass him a little bit further.
All right, so Noah had to go do a dentist appointment, so I came out to this habitat, this kind of low floodplain along a creek, flipped some logs, and found this guy. This is a marbled salamander, one of the most abundant salamanders in this area. One of the coolest. They're an ambystoma. They like to hide under these logs, and you know, around this time of year, the females will start to migrate and find these logs and lay their eggs under them and wait for flooding winter rain to kind of inundate the area where they lay their eggs. And then the babies hatch and live here, and we get more marbled salamanders. Pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna let this guy go back under his log. There you go. Animal friend. Put some leaves over here to make you feel a little better. All right, so I decided to come back to the same creek I was at last week for striped necks. The week's been kind of whatever. The weather has been pretty hit or miss, so one of the best things you can do is just stay moving around, keep moving, keep looking, and kind of watch the weather, see where it's going to be good. Figure I might as well end this week, you know, looking for turtles at a place I know is good. So let's see what we get today. Here, it's eating a acorn. I'm going to try and sneak up on it and grab it. Gotcha. Good looking male. He was feeding on an acorn. Saw him run around with it in his mouth on the bottom. So pretty good looking, pretty classic male striped neck musk turtle. Looks a lot like the one that I caught last week. I'd have to look at the footage to know, but could be the same one, could be a different one. Hard to say, but let's let him go. There you go, buddy. Right along. See if we can find some more. Right, another striped neck musk turtle right here. You can see him on the bottom right there. Pretty cool. It's always fun to see him, you know, in this clear water. Let's take a look at him. Another good looking male. It's funny, all these males look so similar. They all have like big old heads and real beat up shells. Beat up shell is actually an indicator of a really robust population, because what they get that from is when they kind of fight and scratch with each other over territory or get too close to each other. So when you see, you know, a lot of that, that means that they're pretty condensed and that there's a lot of them in one area. So that's a good thing. In a lot of parts of their range, these guys are heavily poached, and they're becoming a little bit more rare. So it's really awesome when you can find a place that seems to have a thriving population, especially of adults. So let's let this guy go. Hasta la vista, baby. All right, striped neck musk turtle number 3, right here in the middle of the creek. Let's check this one out. Oh, this one appears to be another male. Interesting, it's a lot of males out today. He's got like a weird kind of tumor looking thing over his foot. But it's definitely a lot of males, so that's interesting. This guy's pretty big too. Pretty cool. I'm gonna shoot a cell phone photo of this guy and then let him go. All right, shot a few photos of this guy, so I'm just gonna let him go back in his cool little habitat. There you go, buddy. How awesome is that? Just blend blends in like a little stone. So might pass him when I walk back the other way. All right, striped neck musk turtle number 4, sitting right down here. Yet another male. Okay then, so that's all males out today. He's got a big old head. Look at this guy. That is an old turtle. How awesome. Big old head on that guy. Very cool. Good to see you, man. I'm gonna let you go. Have a good day, sir. But really hard to complain about the habitat. It's just gorgeous. Look at this cool looking rock. Water just flows around it. And the turtles really seem to gather up around this kind of structure too. Looking area. Go up through here. It's kind of weird that it's all males. I've seen that happen before. I just always thought it was chance, but maybe for some reason there's something behind that, like maybe males stay active a little longer. This looks like one right here. Actually, this is one right here. It's like butt is hanging out of these leaves. So I'm gonna feel bad because I'm gonna surprise it. Come here. And that is a pretty little female. So right as I was talking about males, I find this pretty little female. It's a good looking turtle. She's actually missing a pretty good chunk out of the back right there, but it's a good looking striped neck musk turtle. So cool, we walked up on one. There's a lot of acorns right here, so I'm assuming maybe she was eating some acorns, but I'm gonna let her go right back where I found her. So that's number 5. So 5 so far. Not a bad deal. Personally, I think it's pretty cool that these turtles that are, you know, most of the year snail and mollusk, you know, specialists, this time of year, we're gonna feed on these acorns. Most of the ones I found have been in the vicinity of acorns. You know, one of them I even saw with, you know, a broken piece of acorn in his mouth. I've seen him feeding on these before, and a lot of other turtles will do this time of year. It's very interesting that, you know, these things that just kind of, these seeds that kind of haphazardly fall in the water, you know, these turtles have managed to turn around into a food source at a time of year, you know, before they're going to go, you know, down for winter. And so they get this, you know, nice, you know, saturated fat, high protein food source to hold them over, you know, while they're down until next spring. So pretty cool. Nature truly finds a way. See what looks like a very light colored striped neck over here. I'm standing on a very slick rock, so I gotta be careful. I keep almost slipping and falling even trying to get close to this guy, but you can see he just kind of glows in the sunlight. Very attractive turtle. Let's get a good look at it. Yep. Wow, look at that. That is one pretty striped neck musk turtle. I believe that's number 6 or number 7. I'll have to count back, but man, that is, when I think of a pretty striped neck musk turtle, that is the turtle I think of right there. What a pretty shell, pretty skin, good looking female. That is one awesome turtle. I'm really stoked to see one this attractive out here. Might actually shoot some photos of this one, so hang on to it, get back to the car, set up the camera, and maybe shoot a photo or two. That is a pretty turtle. That might be prettier than the one that I shot here last week. So, do you ever do something so dumb and you had it on camera and you didn't realize it? There was one sitting right here the entire time. The whole time I'm talking about what a pretty turtle this is, this turtle was sitting right here. So I'm pretty sure that's one of the males I already caught, but let's see if we can get a look at it. Ugh. Got it? Yep, that's definitely one of those males that I already caught, but he was hanging out near this female. So that's pretty neat. There you have like some kind of courtship or breeding behavior going on right now. So I'm just gonna put him back. Like I said, I still wanna shoot some photos of this gal, so I'm gonna take her back to an area where I can fire off a few photos. pretty stoked on that. We got a bunch of striped neck musk turtles. It's a good day out here. It looks like they're all feeding on acorns and running around and doing, little musk turtle stuff. So that worked out pretty good. I'm gonna head back now. I gotta bring the sulcata in for the night because it's gonna be cold tonight. But looking forward to posting this and everybody seeing it. So thanks for watching, and catch you guys on the next one.